What you know about chilling in the back of the bug? What you know about rolling in the back of the bug? We pull up with pools in the back of the bug. Them honeys getting old lady in the back of the bug. In the back of the bug, yeah. In the back of the bug, yeah. Just imagine the back of the bug.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Gus, back in the mix with another video. For today's video, I'll basically be focusing on order blocks, since most of you guys are asking what is an order block and how do you identify an order block. Okay, so right now I'm on MetaTrader 5, one of the platforms I also do use for trading other than DerivX or TradingView in general. And initially, to outline an order block, I'd say on a basic there are two kinds of order blocks. This being your bullish order block right there, where you'd expect price to drive up and then drive back down, and if price displaces above that highest point presented over there, then that would be identified as your order block, if not your bullish order block. And then for a bearish order block, it'd be the opposite scenario, where price would drive down, drive up, and then displace below the low. And initially, in terms of entry, we'd expect price to come back to this order block, and that is where you would place your entry after price respects this level. And initially, you'd be placing your buy entry on that bullish order block if it is a bullish order block, and if it is a bearish order block, you're expecting price to return there, initially respecting, and thereafter displacing, if not respecting the order block, and then displacing in your direction. And initially, those would be the basic fundamentals of an order block. Let me just hop onto a lower time frame. If not, I can use the same time frame to initially just outline an order block. So an example presented here would be price driving down. Let's just put that as a blue. And then price driving up. Thereafter, price driving down. And from there, we just expect price to respect this point right there as our bearish order block. So as seen there, that point there after price displaced underneath it became an order block, and as price returned to it, it initially respected that order block, thus also continuing down, initially just respecting the bearish trend. So that right there would be an example of a high time frame order block. And initially, with a higher time frame order block, you'd wait for it to be respected on a higher time frame. So for example, here, since we did place it on a 1 hour, right there, we'd initially wait for it to be respected as it did over here within the 1 hour time frame, not necessarily the 1 hour what's that interval that was presented after price displays below it, but within the 1 hour time frame interval. So here we can technically say the order block got respected after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours after displacing below that low. So initially, the order block was respected on a longer time frame if you are going to be using a higher time frame. So initially, with the lower time frame, we'd still be expecting the same structure. It's just that that right there is our high time frame order block shown in a lower time frame interval. So another example of an order block that I can present is, let's look for a bullish order block. So here we can see that price displaces up, and then after displacing up, it displaces back down there. So initially, if we're going to be looking at the trend, price drives up, drives back down, if not has a minor pullback, and then after that displaces above that high, and from there we just expect our order block to be situated right there. And in this case, this would be a bullish order block where price displaces above that high, and when it returns to that high, we'd expect it to respect that order block, and initially from there price should be driving up towards your target. Right, I'd say that is the basics in terms of order blocks. If you guys do want more details on this, it is possible, since this is just a quick tutorial just explaining how order blocks are formed. If not, how to identify the formation of bearish and bullish order blocks, with bullish order blocks looking like that and bearish order blocks being the previous example. If not, let me just outline another one just to get people on the same picture. So initially, a bearish order block could have been that price there, or to be more specific, that price from there to there. And then from that low created, price has a pullback, and after the pullback, price continues down, displacing below the order block. And after displacing below the order block, we'd initially just expect that level over there to be respected. I'd say another key thing with the order blocks is I am outlining the wicks, but order blocks aren't really the wicks, but the candle close, to be more specific. I'm just using the wick just to help you guys identify initially the formation of the order block and the characteristics that you'd expect from an order block. So to be certain and to be specific, you're supposed to be outlining the candle open, if not the last bullish candle close within that leg, and initially after that is displaced underneath, or price displaces underneath that last closing point over there. Initially we just expect price to return and respect that order block there, this one being a bearish order block where price returns and respects the bearish momentum, if not the bearish trend. And then this one over here being our bullish order block where price displaces above those highs, and after displacing above those highs, initially just respects that level or order block before driving up. Hope you guys found this video informative, and I will be focusing more on order blocks and FVGs in the next video, basically just pairing both strategies together and outlining how I use imbalances or fair value gaps with order blocks. As for now, hope you guys found the video informative. This is Governor Gus, up and out.
What you know about chilling in the back of the bug? Getting money in the back of the bug. I'm hustling in the back of the bug. Shooting that shit in the back of the bug. In the back of the bucky. These niggas is hosting a party with all of these homies. It's getting too rowdy.
I could never crash out. I could never crash out over no bitch. Fuck is you talking about?